Hello out there to all my friends at home, subscribers, friends, fam, casual viewers. Thanks so much for stopping by with me today. I want to show you guys what I'm doing with my rainbow trees over the winter. The first thing you may notice is this tree looks pretty dead. And it's not going to do well, but I've left it as a sacrificial lamb for a reason. If you watched any of my videos last year, this was the tree that I thought was dead and had died back to the soil line. But as you can see, if I zoom in here, it's still green. It's still green in many areas. It does have a lot of burning. But so far, no trunk splitting. So I'm not sure what that means, but I do know that a lot of this is just crispy fried. So this is my kind of control, if you will. I'm gonna upset this bird by going over here. I just know it. This was my tallest tree, and in its first winter, it didn't have good leaf retention, but the trunk did seem nice and straight, like it didn't suffer the effects of cold as much on the trunk, but the leaves definitely. And this year it's pretty much the same. These are just dry, crispy things. The branch ends are pretty dead. The wind's blown it out. We had some bad weather. Well, it's good for us, but we had some weather and high winds, and I packed just the top of the pot with a bunch of its own leaves. And then I took an old sheet I used to wrap the trunk in. Last year, I brought it in for any nights under 40 degrees. Last night was probably 25 to 27 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm putting the boots to them this year weather-wise. But this tree, before winter, is so tall. It's taller than the peak of the roof on my house. I don't have a way to bring it in anymore. And I sort of had anxiety about these all year. Like, what am I going to do with these things? So anyway, I'm not happy with using cotton. I don't like that, but we don't get a lot of rain. So it was a risk worth taking. But as you'll see, when I open it up at pretty much any point, the tree's green. So I'm hoping it'll survive the winter and will come back out once it starts to warm up. I think the thing that's been hardest for it is we'll get up into the 40s at night, and then it'll start trying to leaf in little areas like this little spot right here. It'll start budding at the bottom. And every time it's done that, we've had another little cold snap and it's killed them. The buds, that is. This tree, I just draped in shade cloth just to keep some of the worst of the frost off. But this one actually has some green on its leaves. Let's see if I can creep around in here. As you can see, I mean, it's not much, but it does have some foliage that still somehow is alive. There's some leaves down here that are alive. They're crispy on the edges, but yeah, still not that one. But yeah, hanging in there. The outer edge that gets the worst of the cold. But now I just left shade cloth on this. And it's an experiment because I can just buy more seeds and grow more. This one is green. The trunk is still nice and green. Up there, roly-poly. But they have lost a ton of leaves. So anyway, I'm gonna see if any of them survive. Whatever survives gets put in the ground. I am planning on putting the tree in over here somewhere. Maybe in that wide open spot right here. And then I'm gonna run a gray water system to the tree so that it is pretty much always wet. Deep mulch and flood irrigation back here using gray water. and hopefully it'll like that. If it doesn't, well, we'll have to work on something else. Just a quick peek at the overwintered moringa trees. This is how I preserve them for the winter. I do have some videos on my channel if you're interested. But yes, there's live trees in here. And when they come out of this wrapping in the spring, they'll just refoliate. I don't know if that's even a word, but they'll just get more leaves and grow new branches. And yeah, they'll just be ready to go. My beautiful little rainbow trees look really terrible right now. Yeah, so I moved them out here in hopes that direct sun contact, or having the sunlight shine directly on the pots all day, there would build some like heat in the root ball, and that would preserve the roots on especially cold nights, because if you put anything black out here in the sun, it definitely warms up quickly. Fingers crossed at least one of these trees survives the winter. Every year they're going to get stronger and stronger if they survive, so fingers crossed I'll be able to plant one of these here. I'm not going to go to great lengths to preserve them. No floodlights, no Christmas lights. I'll deep mulch them, but if they can't survive on their own with just basic necessities like the amount of water they need being met, I just can't justify doing it. They're just too fast growing. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hopefully you get something out of it. If you want to grow rainbow eucalyptus trees in Tucson, it might be possible. We're going to find out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.